is up, everybody? We're back on the road with Jillybean. I got her back the day before yesterday. She passed the MOT, just really amazing. I'm super happy. It didn't go without incident, nothing that Rolf couldn't solve. It was really good. He told me the stories, really nice. So we passed the ITV. One thing that I did do, because the ITV was going to be cheaper than expected initially, I ordered the front suspensions, the fork suspensions from Legend Suspension. I've got basically a new bike, and I must tell you, it's absolutely insane how these shocks perform. It's night and day riding with this suspension as opposed to how it was before. They're much more cushioned. When you go over bumps, it's actually incredible how the suspension deals with that. I mean, you can feel the bump, obviously, but at the same time, it's not a bump like... It's not like it's a really tough bump that you notice it a lot with, like with the other shocks. It's quite different. It's very soft, it's very cushioned, which is really amazing. It's what I needed for this bike. It's gonna make traveling so much more comfortable. So when I got Jillybean back, I rode back to the Airbnb. When I was coming into the garage, I noticed that my passing light and fog light button was on, meaning that I should have the passing lights and the fog lights on, but I was in the garage and there wasn't sufficient light, so they were definitely not on. And so I parked the bike, checked, and sure enough, the lights weren't on. So I called Iron Skulls again and said, hey, listen, the lights aren't coming on. Then Rolf told me, oh, that's probably because to pass the ITV, he had to reset the ECM. And so he had done so, and by resetting, obviously the lights were not targeted the way they should, so they weren't coming up. So I rode back to Iron Skulls the day after. Here we are with the computer. I'm going to show you in a moment. And we're going to try to reset, well, actually set the bike to proper parameters so that the lights work. We got that fixed. All the paperwork has been submitted. Now I just need to wait till we get the okay and the number plate. They told me it's going to take about a maximum of 11 days, so 10 to 11 days, which is good. I cannot wait not to have to deal with all this nonsense. It's been such a long process. If you've been following this channel, you've seen it, right? You've seen how long this took. Thankfully enough, I didn't have to really deal with them that much. I was basically just providing the information when requested, but Rolf at Iron Skulls, he took care of everything. And so yeah, that's basically sorted. Today I was checking my paperwork, you know, because of all this matriculation thing, and I noticed that my insurance was expiring today. So basically what I did this morning is I got a new temporal insurance for Jillybean for the next 14 days, just in case. Then I was checking my Airbnb, and I have my stay till the 1st of May in the current Airbnb I'm in. So I was thinking, what do I do? Do I go to another Airbnb? Do I not? I'm thinking that I might not take another Airbnb in Malaga for the time being. And the reason for that is that the government has announced that the borders to the provinces are going to get opened by the 9th of May. Is yet to be seen if it's true. I think nobody really knows if it's true or not. But if the borders open, I'm going to leave Malaga for the rest of the year and maybe just come back in the winter, which then led me to think, so what do I do? I could stay for one more week in Malaga in an Airbnb, or I could actually go to a camping site. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually scouting today. I found a campsite in the province. So as you know, the provinces are closed, so I cannot leave the province of Malaga. So I found this campsite still in the province of Malaga, but towards the north. And so I was thinking, okay, there's this campsite and I have to leave on the 1st of May. I could camp for a week and then continue heading up north. Now the issue with that is that the week from the 3rd of May I'm still working, and I would need either good Wi-Fi or a very good phone connection like a 5G to be able to do all the video calls that I do. So I was thinking, okay, so if that's the case, one thing that I can do is go today, check the place out, talk to them, see if they have Wi-Fi, and then make up my mind. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna check out that campsite, see if it's a possibility for the first week of May. In the second week of May, which basically starts with the opening up of the borders, if it's true, we still don't know, but if they open, I'm gonna start traveling north. I'm thinking of going to visit friends in Madrid. I've got some friends in Valladolid as well, some other friends, you know, in El País Vasco, in Barcelona. So there's a few people I would love to visit, do a little bit of socializing that I haven't done much as I was confined in Malaga. We're gonna be traveling together a little bit more. If you notice in my channel, I changed all the titles to include like a season 1 and an episode number. The reason for that is I was thinking of splitting up my channel into seasons to reflect the changes that I'm going through. And so this first season, as I called it, is basically the whole process of me going to Spain and spending the winter here in the south of Spain. So my intention for the other seasons is to basically theme them a little bit differently. That's the main idea of the season, so that you know in which part of my journey I was and what's going on. Today is surprisingly warm. Right now, as you can see here, it's 23 degrees. We had a thunderstorm in the middle of the night, which was beautiful to hear. I love listening to rain when I'm sleeping. It's one of the best ways to fall asleep for me. Let's enjoy a little bit the scenery as we go to the campsite. Getting there, there's this gravel road. We're used to them, aren't we? So there's this little gravel road that goes to the camping site. We're almost here. It's actually beautiful here, and the day is helping because it's really sunny and beautiful. There's some clouds in the back. I think that's the campsite already. Is it? Oh, camping. Here we go. So we made it to the camping site. It's a really peaceful place. I talked to the owners. I might be coming here before I can travel back north. If you enjoyed this video and content like this, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. See you next time.